Hey everyone, it's Austin1978. I'm bringing you a brand new video today. So if you would like to subscribe to my channel, you're most welcome to do that. Okay, so I'm bringing you guys another video. This is going to be a little bit different. This is the interview that I'm doing with Ankit. He is a part of the Ricona team. And so what will happen is I will introduce myself to him now. He will reply and then we'll start the interview. I will ask him a series of questions and he will reply to those questions. So here we go, guys. This is the interview that everybody's been waiting for. So let's get started. Hello, Ankit. This is Austin1978. Thank you very much for your time today. Me and the community are very, very excited for the Ricona project. I just want to ask you the question, why did you and your team decide to start an ICO? So I've asked him the question and introduced myself, and we'll just wait for a reply now. Hopefully this shouldn't take too long. Before I started the interview, we've been doing a fair bit of testing to make sure that this interview is right. So we'll just wait and hopefully should be all ready to go. By the way, guys, you can still get in on the round 4, which is $1.05 per RCA tokens. If you participate in round 4, you'll get a 1-to-1 ratio token and also go in the running for the grand giveaway. Depends on what category you get in, either the special category or the elite category. So just waiting for a reply, guys. Hopefully it shouldn't take much longer. It's probably listening to the audio as we speak. And then we should get a reply any minute. This interview would be around about 40 minutes. Got a fair bit of questions to get through. So, yeah, I would expect to just sit back and relax and enjoy this interview. Okay, so he's typing right now. Once the audio is uploaded, then I will play it for you guys. Okay, so here we go. He's replied now. So let's have a listen to what he has to say.
Hi, Austin, this is Ankit, and hello to all the members of the community. Actually, we are a small team of crypto traders who have been in this business for over 5 years now. We felt that it was just about the right time to come up with the ICO and start our own cryptocurrency. So here we are doing that and what we do best.
Okay, guys, so I know his audio isn't the best, but that's okay. So basically, to relay what he just said, is they've been into cryptocurrency around 5 years, and they really felt now was the time to start an ICO. So I'll ask him my next question. Okay, so that's great. Excellent. Thanks for answering that. Why did you guys decide to call Ricona, your ICO Ricona? So we'll just wait for him to answer that question and should get a reply shortly. By the way, I appreciate everybody dropping by for the interview. Thanks so much for being a subscriber to my channel. I want to bring more great content such as this to the community. I believe the community really enjoys things like this. It's very interactive, very informative, and we learn a lot, especially from the developers and the team. So we'll just wait on a reply for the second question. So here we go, it's replying now. The interview hopefully won't take much more than like an hour, hopefully. Okay, so let's just see what reply we get here. We'll just wait until this thing does its thing. Okay, here we go, guys.
Well, we wanted a name that was a catchy, had recall value, and include the word ICO in it. So we went through a lot of options, and eventually we settled down on Ricona. So isn't it a great name?
Okay, guys, so basically he said that they looked at a lot of different options and they were, looking for something really catchy, so they came up with the name Ricona. So that's really cool. Okay, I'm going to ask him the next question. That is excellent. Thank you, my friend. Okay, next question. How many members do you have in your team? For example, developers, advisors, marketers, and management. So we'll just wait for a reply on that. And we'll just see how we go. Just to let you guys know, the reason I decided to not do the interview live is because when you're doing live interviews and things like that, there can be a lot of technical issues that go along with it. In a recorded interview, you can start again, things like that. So that's the reason I didn't do live, and it was a time to be able to get things right. So that was the reason for that. Shouldn't be taking too much longer. I'm up to question 3, and we'll get a reply in a minute. So I really appreciated a member of Ricona team to come and do this interview today. It really, really meant a lot, not just to me, but I'm sure there are people within the community that are curious about things and they have questions as well. So hopefully we will get a reply in a minute. I can see him typing now, so that is good. And then we'll get the response. Sorry for the delay, guys. Yeah, I can see he's probably having technical issues on his end. Okay, so here we go. We've got a reply now to that question. There is a slight delay when you want to play the audio with Telegram chat. Sorry, guys. Okay, so here we go.
Like I said earlier, we are a small but very experienced team. We have one full-time blockchain developer, a marketing professional, a legal advisor, and me. I'll become to your trading and technical analysis of and have a reasonably good programming skills as well. We have also hired two part-time employees as a freelancer who have excellent experience and very well versed with the technicalities and legalities of blockchain industry. So we are a four founding members with 5 to 6 working employees.
Okay, so basically they have 4 to 6 team members on their team, and very, very experienced team by the sounds of things. That's great. All right, moving on to the next question. That is really great. Thanks for answering that. Do you have plans on growing your team, and if so, to how many team members? So we'll wait for Ankit to answer that one. By the way, guys, after the interview, I'll upload it onto YouTube, and then later on tonight, in about 3 or 4 hours or so, I will do a live stream tonight, just to get your reaction from the interview, and so I hope that you can join me for that live stream. So we'll just wait for a reply here. Appreciate everybody dropping by for this interview. It's definitely interesting using Telegram for an interview such as this, and got to appreciate Telegram making that platform available for such things as this. Okay, so we should be getting a reply any second. Sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. So we've got a reply now. And then I'll play that audio.
Absolutely. We are open and keen to add experienced professionals into our team as and when required. As of now, though, our first priority is to start running our internal exchange and the hosted staking program smoothly. We are quite capable of that. Once we get established, we will definitely be looking to scale up our operations and amplify Recona's brand value as a real life cryptocurrency.
Okay, so basically what he said was that the team that they've got right now is very, very experienced, and that their first priority is to get the internal exchange running very smoothly. And then once they establish all of that, that's when they're going to introduce some scalability to their brand and franchise. That is excellent, guys. Okay, moving on to the next question. That is excellent, mate. Thank you for answering that. Okay, what starting price will you set the RCA token at when your internal exchange goes live? Thanks, buddy. So we'll wait for him to answer that question. I'm kind of hoping that the price will start around $2 to $3. I think that's reasonable, but who knows what they got in mind here. But we'll just wait for Ankit to answer that question. Really appreciate that he made himself available for the interview, that's for sure. Okay, so he's typing back. We'll just wait for the audio to come through, which should be in a minute. Okay, here we go. Just wait for it to come through. Let's see what he's going to answer.
The starting price will be 3 to 5 USD, which is sustainable price for the new cryptocurrency. Our initial plan was to set it around 6 USD, but looking at the current lending or staking programs and the FUD in the ICO market, we wanted to be reasonable for a long sustainability of the program and with reasonable price.
Okay, so basically said with the way that the market is right now, that it'll be. He didn't give a price as such, but he's saying that it'll be like reasonable. So we'll have to wait and see there. Okay, moving on to the next question. Okay, no worries. I guess we'll find that out very soon. What external exchanges are you in talks with right now? Thanks for that. So these were all questions that I really thought hard about, um, that I thought the community would want answers to. I'm sure there are probably more other questions as well, but you know, I thought long and hard about it. People didn't really email me. I requested people email me if they wanted questions. Another one of my subscribers did post up some questions that he wanted answered, but by then I'd already emailed on that particular day the questions. So, um, you know, three of I think six of the questions were I had anyway, and I could answer some of them anyway myself. But we'll just wait for the audio to pop up, guys, and then we'll see what he's going to say and how he's going to reply to that question. Okay, so we should be getting the audio coming through. Okay, here we go. Just wait for the audio to come through.
Livecoin and coin exchanges are the two exchanges that we are in touch with right now. But it's just the initial stages, and the final decision on the listing of our coins can only be taken by them once our internal exchanges goes live.
Okay, so they're in talks with external exchanges, but I found it hard to make out what he was saying there, but I'll play it back later. All right, moving on to the next question. Okay, here we go. Here's the big one. Okay, so the next question I have for you is, why did you decide to change from a lending platform to a staking platform? Thanks for that. I really felt it was important to negotiate with them, and tell them that it was really important, and it was important to the community as well. The way that the space is evolving to go to staking instead of lending, especially with the regulators and the government breathing down the neck and the SSC breathing down the neck of ICOs. That it was important for them to really seriously consider it, since the space has really been changing. So we'll get his answer on this in a minute. I think I'm going to cut out a couple of questions. How do they plan to appreciate the price of their RCA token, and what is the long-term plans for Ricona and RCA token? Just basically for the sake of time in the interview. Just wait for this audio to come through. So we'll just wait for the audio to come through, guys. Thanks for your patience. We should get an answer in a minute, half a minute. Here we go. It's typing it now, sending it through now. As soon as it comes through, then I'll play the audio. It's definitely something different, isn't it? Like, it's not like the normal thing that I do. I am sorry for the audio on his end, and he's got quite a thick accent and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask him 2 questions now for the sake of the time. Okay, so the audio's come through now. So here we go, guys. Just wait for it to come through. Sorry guys for this. Just waiting on the audio to come through. Okay, here we go.
There are two main reasons we would like to mention here in this regard. Number one is lending platforms are facing a lot of government regulations and compliance issues, as lending platform is not legal in many countries, whereas staking doesn't have as many issues. Number two is for a long sustainability of the program. We found that the demand is increasing for a hosted staking compared to lending. So we decided to shift gears from a run-of-the-mill lending platform to a more refined hosted staking one.
Excellent answer he just gave there. That is brilliant. All right. That is excellent, mate. Well done, by the way. Okay, I'm going to ask you two questions now, and it'll be two questions. It'll be the questions that I emailed, by the way. So, first question is, how do you plan to grow the Ricona coin brand? Number one. And number two, do you have plans to release a debit card? And if so, when? Thank you. So I'll ask him the two questions for the sake of time to shorten the amount of time for the interview. So we should get a reply to that in a minute. Sorry about that, guys. I just had a message from Power Mining Pool. As you can see on the side there. So we'll just wait for the reply. Audio should come through now, guys. Sorry for the delay, guys. Yeah, obviously when you're dealing with technology, things just take time to happen. And we should get an audio in a second. Yeah, today I did 3 videos. You're welcome to go and watch them. I did a great video on Power Money Pool, so you're welcome to go and have a look at that. Did another video on YouTubers that I watch, which is an interesting watch, and also did another video this morning on, I think it was Ricona. No, it was Privacy Stake. So you can welcome to go and watch that. Sorry for the long delay, guys. I guess he is listening to the audio and then he's going to reply. So just have to be patient, guys. I think this interview will go around about an hour, by the way, because of the structure of Telegram. Sorry for the delay, guys. I can't do anything about it. It's completely out of my hands. Just wait for a reply. Hopefully we'll get one shortly. I'm just going to pause the video. Alright guys, so just waiting on the audio to start playing. and then I'll ask my next question. Thanks for your patience, guys. I know this is quite a long video and quite a long interview, but had to be asked. So we'll just wait patiently for the audio to play. Here we go.
Yeah, so Austin, let me answer your questions one by one. So first you have asked about how we are planning to grow our brand. Okay, so once the platform is running smoothly, then we would like to expand the reach of our Ricona coin by reaching out to the exchanges like Coin Exchange or Livecoin to make it stronger. And when it is listed on external exchanges, the value will multiply manifold and it gets global exposure. Simultaneously, our marketing campaign will be running in the full stream by the time to improve the general awareness about Ricona and its uses. And to top it all, we also offer the incentives and other perks to merchant and the users to accept Ricona coins as a mode of payment. And the people in the real world will start accepting Ricona coins, the value and the exposure will automatically increases drastically. And second question you have asked me about the debit card. So yes, most definitely we do have a plans to launch our debit card by the end of this year. However, the first step would be to get Ricona Point listed on a legitimate external exchange. And once it is listed at the legitimate exchanges, then it is just a 4 to 6 month process to launch a debit card in association with.
So there you go, guys. That is excellent. I'm going to ask the next two questions. Here we go. That is absolutely brilliant. Thanks for answering those questions. Would it be possible to see your trading bot in action anytime soon? And next question, what measures do you have in place to protect customer privacy now and in the future? Thanks for answering. So I'll pause the video here for the sake of time. Alright, so here we go, guys. This is the next bit of the audio.
Hi Austin. So let me answer your first question. So unfortunately, that won't be possible as of now. We might change this after we get started with hosted staking. But as of now, we do not want to do that. We feel that it would be a best interest of the community if we make timely updates and announcement rather than doing all the card at once. For example, we might introduce our entire team to the community in the beginning or mid-April this year to keep the marketing momentum on and to keep Ricona in the limelight continuously.
Okay, so that's the answer to the first question.
And now to answer your second question, security is one of our topmost priority and for a good reason at that. All our data is encrypted. Login is 2FA encrypted and we are in the process of launching 2FA plus email verification for withdrawals. Customer privacy data is 100% secure as not more than two of our founding members ever have access to it.
Okay, guys, so I'll just pause the video here and then ask the next question. Hang on a sec. I'll pause it after I ask the question. Okay, great. Thanks for answering that. Will Bitcoin and altcoin withdrawals be manually processed? And if so, what will be an estimated wait time on withdrawals? That's the first question. And the second question is, will 2FA and email confirmations be added to the withdrawal process as part of customer safety and security? Thank you, buddy. So I'll just pause the video now and then wait for a reply. Alright guys, so here we go. Just play the audio.
To answer your first question, Austin, any currency withdrawal more than 1K USD would be manually processed within 12 hours of the withdrawal request, irrespective of whether it's a working or a non-working day. So even if it's a holiday, the withdrawal will be processed within 12 hours in any condition except extreme unavoidable emergency situation. And as far as your second question is concerned, yes, 2FF will be added with email confirmation as a part of every withdrawal process. This is in the best interest of the customer safety and security.
That is excellent, mate. And so, ask you my next two questions. What measures do you have in place to prevent your platform from being hacked? And also ask this question, what measures do you have in place to prevent DDoS attacks? Thank you. So I'll pause the video here, guys, and wait for a reply. Okay, guys, here's the reply.
Okay, Austin. So, as far as the first question is concerned, like I said earlier, security is our topmost priority. However, I must also add that there are no guarantee for anything in this world. We have witnessed some of the most seemingly secure platforms get hacked in a minute in the past. That's sad but true about the world we live in and function in. But yes, we do have a highly secure system with multiple layers of security to prevent hacks and hijacks attacks. And as far as the second question is concerned, we are on a Cloudflare topmost plan to prevent any DDoS attacks, and we assured our community we are very serious about the DDoS protections. And we have hired a best in class to protect the platform.
Okay, great. Thanks for answering that question. My next two questions are what measures do you have in place to ensure an enjoyable experience for your members during the launch of your internal exchange? And my next question is, what kind of servers are you using? Thank you very much. So I'll pause the video here, guys, and wait for a reply. Okay, guys, here's a reply to my question. I'll just play the audio. Just wait for the audio to come through.
Hi, Austin. To answer your first question, we have tested our internal action extensively to make it enjoyable and glitch-free experience for our members. Along with that, our team will be available 24/7 during and after the opening of the internal exchange to address any query or concern or to help our members if they find any difficulty to execute their transactions smoothly. And to answer your second question, talking about the server or the capacity of the security related feature would make our system vulnerable. So we want to avoid discuss it publicly for obvious reasons.
Yep, I can totally understand why you don't want to answer the server question. That's fine. No problem at all. My last two questions are these. Do you plan on doing any random giveaways throughout the year for your customers and your members? And my last question is this. Can you tell us why you are not a scam? As you know, there are many, scammers in the space right now. Can you explain that for the community? Thanks for that. So I had to ask that question, guys, because I know you guys are dying to hear the answer to that one. So I'll just pause the video and we'll get a reply here. All right, here we go, guys. Let's see how he's going to reply to this. Just wait for the audio to drop. And then once we hear this, then I'm going to thank him for the interview. So we'll just wait for the audio to come through. Sorry about this, guys. Just takes time sometimes for the audio to come through. Sorry, guys.
Hi, Austin. Let me answer your second question first, as I was waiting for this one. It was a bit tricky, but a very valid question to be honest. For all you know, we might be a scam or we may not be. BitConnect is a recent example that I would like to cite. Was it ever called a scam until it was forced to close lending operations? Was it a scam when its members were earning good money or when its coin value surged 100 times in limited time? And the point is that we are all here to make money, huge money in fact. And we wanted to make money just like everyone else, and making money is not possible by just selling the IC on exit. People are not fools. We can make a massive amount of money for our members as well as for ourselves if we successfully run our internal exchange. And if we successfully have quick deposits for our hosted staking programs, and if we list our coins for external exchanges, why would we settle for less if we could make a lot more for our members as well as for ourselves with a legitimate business method?
Very good response, I'll tell you that much. Alright, and let me see what he's going to say here. So we'll wait for the audio to drop on the other question. And then I'll thank him for his time. Was a good reply, actually, I must admit. Sorry guys, just waiting for the audio to drop.
And as far as the first question is concerned, yes, we do plan to do randomized giveaway periodically to promote the program throughout the year. One of those is a surprise giveaway that will be aimed at discouraging our members of selling their coins. This might be launched just before the internal exchange opens. It's a surprise, so please don't ask me for more details. But we assure you that it will be tempting enough to persuade our members to hold on to their coins rather than selling it immediately.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So I'll just thank him for his time now. You know, that is excellent, and I thought your reply on the scam was a good reply. I just wanted to say, Ankit, I really want to thank you for your time today. I know you guys are super, super busy. So I want to really say thank you very much for your time today, and we'll be in touch via email. So just waiting for him to reply to that. So I'll put that on pause, guys, and then that'll be the end of the interview. Alright, here we go, guys. This is going to be the end of the interview, so we'll just let Ankit reply here, and then I'll talk to you guys after this. So this is...
Yeah, thanks, Austin. It was nice talking to you. So if you still have any queries and if you wanted any explanation, you can mail us at any time. Yeah, bye-bye.
So there you have it, guys. That is the full interview with Ankit from the Ricona team. I appreciate everybody watching this. I hope it answered a lot of your questions. Maybe you have more, but guys, don't hesitate to email Ricona at support@ricona.io, and I'm sure those guys will be happy to answer questions. I'll see you guys in the next video. Possibly doing a live stream, probably about an hour or so after this is uploaded. Okay, thanks guys.